messes up my whole day. Everybody else is going to have a hard time with me now. You know, I was in a good mood, and then it's.
Before we dive into this case, buckle up, because what you're about to witness is one of the most explosive, emotionally charged courtroom moments we've seen all year. This isn't just a routine landlord-tenant dispute. This is a situation where financial hardship, frustration, courtroom etiquette, and legal obligations collide head-on in front of Judge Cedric Simpson, a judge known for maintaining tight control over his courtroom. Today's case revolves around rapid rehousing programs, missed payments, and one tenant fighting to keep her home while trying to navigate assistance systems, childcare, lost employment, and transportation issues, all under the pressure of a nearly $4,300 balance. But here's the twist. It's not just the money that turns this case sideways. It's the tension, the miscommunication, the interruptions, and the judge's immediate reaction to perceived disrespect. One wrong tone, one interrupted sentence, and the entire energy of the room flips instantly. And trust me, once it flips, it does not flip back easily. Pay close attention to the early interactions. You'll notice how every small comment becomes a spark, every interruption becomes fuel, and every attempt at explanation becomes a potential point of conflict. As you watch, ask yourself, who's under more pressure here? The tenant fighting to avoid eviction, or the judge trying to keep order in a courtroom already dealing with emotional cases back to back? And here's the real question. At what point does frustration cross into contempt, or does it ever? Let's jump in and see how it escalates.
Yeah, Fleming.
All right, where are we on this case?
Ms. Fleming has a balance of $4,298.39. She indicates that she mailed the rental assistance form to the court on Wednesday.
She mailed it on Wednesday?
Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't really hear you, but I thought you said mail it in, so I mailed it in.
Well, it needs to
proof
be at
that
the court by
that I filled out an SIR with my tracking number and everything. I mean, an SER.
I don't have it.
Well, I sent it in.
Your Honor, I'll leave it up to the court what the court wants to do. I don't think her balance is $4,298.39. She's been on rapid rehousing with SOS paying their portion. She's never made a payment to my client. And I reached out, and from what she has said, so I reached out to SOS to see if they were going to be able to help her with the balance. What she indicated to me was,
can I talk? They're not going to be able to help. They're not going to be able to help with balance.
Ma'am. Let him finish, and I will
He's rude. I don't like him.
You want to know what? You don't try to overtalk me, because that will never happen.
That's fine.
Am I understood?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to pass the matter. You go down, check your attitude, and then I'll call your case back up. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Man, you about to piss me off. Come on.
Keep back talking. You better take that out of here. Oh, don't give me that look. Lee, get her out of my courtroom. Get her out of my courtroom. Court to pass that matter. Court does call the case of YPF 16 LLC versus Nakia Turner.
Your Honor, I'll wait for it.
That just messes up my whole day. Everybody else is going to have a hard time with me now. You know, I was in a good mood, and then it's just going to take one person. It just takes one person that just messed up my whole attitude. You know? Nakia Turner.
Your Honor, I filed an administrative closing on this case. I was able to verify with her bankruptcy attorney that there is a bankruptcy in both their names. Okay. And so I gave to...
and I will sign the order for administrative closing.
Great.
Got it. And YPF 16 versus Christina Morgan. That matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without. And so we only have her?
Yes.
Do I want you to go get it? Not really, but I don't want to hold up Mr. Pantera. Tell her she can come back in now. You know, people, if she don't act right, it's gonna be get bad. No, hey, I'm just telling you. I'm just giving fair warning.
Would you like your coffee, sir? So we can go get it for you right now.
No, I'm good. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm good.
We respect you, sir.
Your Honor, if you want to pass.
I'll pass it and then. No, you know what? You keep talking, I'm gonna do something to you too. Court cause case, so Augusta Woods versus the Geraldine Ballard.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Santa Croce on behalf of Shelby Mink. Oh,
Okay, got it. Is she in the premises or
so
Here.
her
YPF 16 LLC versus Kiera Fleming? Parties have returned. Mr. and Terry, you were in the middle of your statement, sir.
Yes, her current balance is $4,123.39. Court costs of $175 for a total of $4298.39. She's been in rapid rehousing where SOS has been paying her portion and she's supposed to pay the rest. She has never made a payment. I reached out to SOS. They tried to reach out to her, and it's my understanding that the rapid rehousing ends at the end of July. So in August, she's gonna be responsible for the whole thing herself. She hasn't filed a rental assistance form. I don't think there's a tribal issue of fact. We would ask the court for a judgment.
All right, ma'am, what did you wish to say?
Anyway, like I was saying, SOS was paying my rent for 3 months without me having to pay anything. Like I told Miss Terry through SOS that I ended up losing my job, and I wasn't able to pay nothing at the moment, and I'm just now getting a job, and I wasn't able to pay nothing until today. But yeah, and I sent in my SER through the mail. I didn't know I had to come and actually bring it here. I don't have a car, so anytime I go anywhere, I have to get on a bus with my children. So I don't know if you're able to, if they bring the mail to y'all, but I definitely sent.
What you just witnessed is one of the most severe reactions a judge can take in a civil housing case: ordering a party removed from courtroom. This doesn't happen often, and when it does, it's almost always about maintaining authority and protecting the structure of the proceedings. The judge isn't reacting to the financial dispute here. He's reacting to the tone, the interruptions, and the escalating tension. In courtroom environments, especially housing courts with packed dockets, judges rely on order to move cases efficiently. When that order breaks, emotions flare and consequences follow. Now, here's the important legal takeaway. Being removed doesn't destroy your case, but it does damage credibility. Judges place extremely high value on respect, clear communication, and patience. Even if you're stressed, scared, or struggling, the courtroom is the one place where emotional outbursts can work against you instantly. What's fascinating here is how quickly the energy shifted, from a routine rent status discussion to a full-blown conflict. And the judge isn't just irritated. He's worried that this moment is going to echo throughout the rest of his cases that day. The pressure is real on both sides. Audience question: if you were the tenant, would you have pushed back the same way? Or would you have stayed silent even if you felt misunderstood? Drop your thoughts below.
SER to this courtroom with the judge with your name on it, Cedric Simpson.
Did
But SOS doesn't stop. She said that I already filled the paperwork out yesterday when she came. They pay August, but after August, I won't be getting no more help from SOS. But I reached out to Hawk. They're able to help, and I did do an SCR with my caseworker, and I have an appointment with my caseworker on Monday for help so I can get help with my rent. And I'm able to pay altogether $900 today, but that's all I can afford.
Well, if we get to August 1st, then August rent is going to kick in, which means you're not going to be.
No, August rent is paid by her, by SOS.
I'm going to let you finish because I'm not going to be interrupted again.
I'm sorry.
So what else did you want to say?
That's all I had to say. That's what I said. It was already paid. August month is already paid. That's why she came over yesterday and I filled out the paperwork. So August month to be paid. After August, September, I won't be getting no help after August, is what I'm telling you.
If SOS pays in August what they paid in July, it would be $650 on a $1,300 apartment, which would mean she'd be responsible for the other $650.
That's not true.
But even without, let's assume that for the sake of argument that SOS is going to pay the whole thing. She still has a $4,200 balance. And I don't think there's any way that's going to be paid. And she hasn't filed the form, even though, you know, the previous person heard you just fine last week when you said, we get it here within 5 days. It wasn't here within 5 days. We'd ask for a judgment today.
I did turn it in within 5 days. You said turn it in Wednesday, which I did turn it in Wednesday. And who is he to say that I won't have all of it paid? Like, you don't know that. I didn't know I can get as much help as I did until I reached out to all these companies. And I was unemployed for a while, which I just got a job. I just started working 3 weeks ago. So this is my first check. You have to wait 2 weeks in a hole to even get your first check.
Your Honor, I'm willing to extend the judgment, normally be the 28th. If we were to extend the judgment to August 4th.
There's no tribal issue for this court in regard to this case. I'll grant a judgment court possession with the redemption amount of the $4,298.39 with the writ to issue August 4th, 2025. Thank you.
Can you tell me exactly what does that mean?
I just issued a judgment, the 429839 will need to be paid on or before August 4th of 2025. I've done it that way because if I grant an adjournment in this case, quite frankly, whatever the dispute is with the August rent would be added on to this figure, which I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
So it's a benefit that if you can find the funds to get this paid, you only have to pay this amount. Does not include anything for August.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
so you have to the 4th to get it paid.
Yeah, but last thing I got to say is that when I talked to my SOS worker, Miss Terry, our agreement was for her to pay the full amount because she know I'm not going to be able to pay the full amount. The money that I have now is going to be towards to the money I already owe. So August is already going to be paid. Like the full amount is going to be paid, so I won't have to worry about August.
Maybe you're not hearing me.
I'm hearing what you said.
The judgment. I'm not dealing with August.
I know that. I'm just let you know for sure that's going to be paid. That's all. But thank you. Have a nice one.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Won't stop.
Nope, doesn't work.
Before the official courtroom recap begins, let's zoom out and look at what this ruling really means. Judge Simpson ultimately issued a judgment for possession, but allowed what's known as a redemption period, a window giving the tenant the chance to pay the full $4,298.39 and keep the property. This is significant because the judge intentionally excluded future charges, like August rent, from the total to prevent the balance from rising even higher. In other words, despite the tension and the earlier removal from the courtroom, the judge still structured the ruling in a way that offered a fair pathway for tenant to recover. From a legal perspective, this case illustrates the delicate balance between procedural requirements and human struggle. Programs like SOS, rapid rehousing assistance, and third-party rental aid can be life-saving, but only if deadlines are met and communication stays consistent. Meanwhile, courtroom demeanor isn't just etiquette. It's a strategic asset. Tone and timing can affect how smoothly your case is heard and how open a judge is to granting you additional time or flexibility. So now we pass the question to you. Was this outcome fair? Did the judge strike the right balance between structure and compassion? And could anything have gone differently if the early interaction had stayed calm? If you found this breakdown as eye-opening as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts and comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.